Hey everybody, Coach's Secret. Ralph Havens here, and I'm with Jennifer, and we're going to be doing a big healing session to clear inner game stuff and all sorts of things in the way of abundance. So thank you, Jennifer, for being on. I'm so glad you're here.
Well, thanks for doing this. I'm excited.
Me too. Awesome. So share what you want to share. It's going to be people can see it, so don't share anything you don't want to share. But it's all included. Whatever you say. If there was something to be done for you today, what would you like? What would you like to shift?
Okay, so I have been hesitant about doing ClickFunnels. I think I had a ClickFunnels link probably 3-4 years ago, and I've been sort of teetering about it. And so I feel like I've got one foot on the gas and one foot on the brake at the same time. And you know, whether it's the technical aspect or fear of success, there's something standing in the way. So I'd like to get rid of that.
Okay. Let me see more information. And any more information about what you would like to see for your business?
Oh, well, I would like to have an easy time creating the funnels, and the funnels are just going to take off and start making 7 figures so that I can then help others do the same.
Okay. I loved what Akbar said in one of his Facebook Lives today. He said, we don't want to be normal. I would use the word average, but just like the average or the normal coach doesn't get these kind of things. But he said the typical coach in Coach's Secret, typical coach that works with him gets these kind of results, like the 7-figure, not like the 7-figure funnels, but the 7-figure funnels. I feel like going here first. So there's different ways to use this process that we're going to use, and I'm going to show you a very powerful manifestation technique, really powerful. And so we're just going to go straight to it, and then maybe during the middle of it, I'll explain about it. But go ahead and you've already said it, but the end result, like what you want, like your question for the universe, like how do I get a typical Akbar result of 7 figures for my funnels? Kind of formulate your question for the universe.
Okay, so how can I, universe, have ease and grace flow through these funnels so that I could have 7-figure results like Akbar gets easily, effortlessly, to help more people with their clients?
Okay, and so now that you've said that, I'm going to have you go inside your body, and with your awareness, just notice what's happening in your body in this moment, and then let me know what's happening in your body.
So my neck just adjusted. I could hear a click, 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 probably 3 little vertebrae in my neck. I'm noticing I'm sort of, you know, moving.
Moving, okay. And as you scan your body, is there any angst in your body now that you've said what you want?
I don't feel angst at all.
Okay, so we might do a different version. Let's see.
Maybe there may be some left kidney.
Okay, let's do it a different way just to kind of check it in a little bit. We're doing what we call poking the bear, which basically means we're thinking about what we want, or we're thinking about the problems that are in the way. I feel like thinking about what we want for you. So when you think of having 7 figures coming in, so that's like $1 million in a funnel. So 2 Comma Club funnel. Think about the kind of life you would be having. Like, what kind of life would you be living? What would you be up to?
Oh, I'd be able to buy my place in Ojai, my dream, closer to the beach, be able to take my family to Hawaii for a vacation. I would be able to do more traveling and, you know, do my retreats around the world that I dream to do.
And what would be the best part of that?
No struggle. That things would, I mean, and things are happening. I mean, there's good flow in my life now, but I think there'd be, I'd have a team to support me. And I wouldn't be doing it all by myself, that I would have, you know, support.
So no struggle, and you'd have a team to support you. Why do you think that's the best part?
Well, I think it'd be really great to be able to help other people um, have have a successful career as well. So it wouldn't be just my success, it's other people's success as well as mine.
Okay, and now go inside your body and notice what's happening in your body right now.
So I'm feeling a little something just below my stomach. It's like maybe spleen, could be solar plexus.
And what's happening in there? What's
It's a little, feels tight.
okay? So right now, go ahead and just put your attention on that tight spot and just stay there. And you can stay out of your head, stay out of thoughts. You don't need to try to fix it, or I know you're a skilled energy worker with lots of skills, but don't use any of the skills.
I'm
Don't
not,
label it.
okay.
Just stay in the sensation, the physical sensation. If you didn't have words to label it, what it is, what's the sensation in your body right now?
Well, it's not really discomfort. Um, I guess an awareness of some density. That's probably the best way to put it.
Yeah. So just notice that density, and like as if you're a reporter that's going to report from the scene, just the facts. Just notice that density. Notice where it is. Notice how big it is. Notice if there's a shape to it. Notice if there's differences in how dense it is in different parts of it. Notice the most intense part of it, the most dense part. And you might see me or hear me take a big breath or a yawn. It's a healing breath. It's an instant miracle technique. But right now you're doing the technique of letting go and surrendering and peace process. Stay inside your body. Stay out of your mind. That's right. And if anybody wants to do this for themselves right now, you can just pretend like you're in the seat. And I'm asking you these questions and notice what's happening in your body after you thought about what you want in life.
And all of a sudden, I just felt something in my heart chakra, middle of my chest.
Okay. And so in this moment, what's happening in your body?
Some movement, some shifting and movement.
Where is that movement?
Well, I'm feeling it across my navel, like right across the center of my navel. But then it was like something flew, it's almost like it flew up from there into my heart. That's what it felt like.
Okay. And in this moment, what's happening?
I'm just seeing some light. There's light there in my heart.
And what's the physical sensation? Like the actual, not so much.
It's more seeing. It's almost like little grains of salt or sand or something like that, and that there's light going through them.
Okay. And so for this exercise, keep it at the physical feeling. And if there's no physical feeling, that's okay. But we're just going to just keep it just to the physical feeling. And so scan your body. Is there anything that you're noticing that's happening is in a physical sensation?
Yeah, I am feeling something over here. So really where my physical heart is, just above my heart, like right here.
Yeah. And what is the sensation there?
Sort of heavy, almost like a clogged drain is probably the best way to put it.
Yeah. So just keep your attention on that heavy
Okay.
sensation.
And then also my right kidney, on the outer part, and I would say the part that's towards my spine, right along the side of my kidney, I can feel something.
Okay, and out of those spots, where's the most intense part right now?
Wow, they're kind of equal.
Okay, just kind of keep noticing them both then for a bit.
All right.
Yeah, that's right. Keeping out of your head, keeping out of thoughts, keeping in your body, staying out of any labels or judging it or trying to fix it. You're just sitting with it. That's right. And go ahead and pick one of them, one spot, and tell me which one you pick to keep your attention on.
Well, the kidney thing seems to have dissipated. So I would say heart.
Okay, and then notice what's happening in your heart area. And notice the most intense part. And notice the most intense part of the most intense part. And if it helps you keep your focus, touch your finger right on the most intense part and kind of point it right in the direction it is and the depth that it is, kind of like as if you had a little laser pointer on the end of your finger and could get right to the most intense part of the most intense part. That's right. And in that part, what's happening in your body right now?
There's a lot of movement. So while this is happening, there seems to be, it's like waves of energy moving, like my organs talking to one another is what it feels like.
So lots of movement in that
Yeah.
chest, lower chest, solar
Uh-huh.
plexus area, okay?
Yeah. And across between my two kidneys too, there's a lot of, almost like the two of them talking to one another, energy moving back and forth.
And where's the most intense sensation, physical sensation right now?
Well, yeah, it's shoulder. It's moved.
Okay, so keep your attention on the shoulder area
Yeah, it seems to be back of my shoulder.
and notice where it is. Notice how big it is. Notice how deep it is. Notice what's happening in that area. Is there any kind of movement happening in the area or is it static? Notice if it's got a density.
It's kind of pulsing, like pulsating.
Okay, that's right. Just keep your attention on it. Notice the frequency of the pulsing. Notice if it's rhythmic or if it's changes. Notice the amplitude of the pulsing, the location.
It's almost like someone massaging, part. Now my left elbow, everything's moving. So there's like I would say kind of a discomfort in the elbow, which hadn't been there before.
Yeah. And out of all those spots, where's the most intense in this moment?
Right now it's the elbow. So
Attention there.
kind of like in the inside of, like right on the elbow bone, right there.
So just keep your attention there. If it moves, just move your attention. Noticing the most intense part and what's happening. So and I'll explain, you keep your focus, you're doing great. Keep your focus and I'll just explain this what's going on is when things happen, traumas happen in the past, get scammed, get hurt, get, betrayed, whatever happens, some of the stuff we know and some of the stuff we might not know, and some of the stuff might just have been thought by our moms or our dads or people in our lives, or could have been stuff in the womb, and there's all sorts of stuff. And even if we pieced it all together and got all clear about what happened generationally and what happened in life, and knew all the stuff of why it was there, it would just be like the booby prize, because it wouldn't mean we necessarily fix it. It would just mean we know why it's messed up. And so with this thing, you don't have to know all the how it got tangled up, but your body knows how to unravel it, how to burn it off, and it's going to tell you the exact order in how to do it. So what you can do, the way we're using it right now, is you're thinking of your dream, your goal. Akbar talks about like how much money would you need, and then go ahead and map it out how much money you would spend for all your stuff, so it gets very real. So like buying your home in Ojai, and traveling and doing conferences, and having people working for you, and you'd add up all your money and say, okay, this is the amount that would give me that lifestyle. And it's like, okay, there it is. You've got it. And then what you do is you let all that go. You'll do all the work for it, but you let all that go, and you go inside your body and you notice what's happening. Because sometimes you think like you're going to dream up your dream life and have what you want, and so you should feel really, really good in your body. But what's funny is people will think of what they really, really want, and they'll feel a pain somewhere in their body, or a thickness, or a tightness, or some kind of thing. It's like, whatever that is the stuff that you keep your attention on, and it burns itself out. It's got all of the past, the beliefs, the thoughts, the stuff, but it's a feeling. And when you keep your attention on it, it's like my Qigong teacher says, where your mind goes, energy flows. So you just keep your attention on it, and it burns itself out. And when it's done, I need to do it with this finger. All those thoughts and beliefs and patterns are gone. And then what flows in naturally is the good stuff, because that's what's naturally good, there. And you'll know it because stuff shifts in your life very quickly. So that's the process with this. And so Jennifer, you're doing a great job. So let's check in. What's happening in your body right now?
So we're still working on this elbow. It's lessening. It's not as intense as it was, but it's like making a circle in that spot.
Okay, so just keep your
energy.
And then how's the center of your body? Like how's the shoulder? How's your solar plexus, your ribs?
So the shoulder, I mean, I still feel something there, but it's not as sharp as it was.
And then how about the rib cage and the solar plexus and all that?
Solar plexus seems to be a lot better. The energy across my belly. Gee, I wonder if this is going to help me lose some tummy weight there, Ralph. That would be great.
Yeah, we didn't do the check. I said we were going to do a check of physical, how you feel beforehand. We'll just have you walk afterwards, because you'll remember how you walked before.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I've noticed is it's a really fast way to improve your health. So like I said, I told you earlier before we got on that my Qigong master had been telling me about this technique for 17 years, and I missed it. And then I realized I got it from a practitioner. I realized that most every spiritual tradition tells you to do this thing, but we don't do it. And so it's like, when I started doing it, there's a Qigong move called wall squats that I can go so far down in. And I'm very religious about my Qigong. And when I was I started doing this process, and my movement got much better. Like I got looser, and my running now is way better. I feel way looser, stronger, better doing this. I still do all my Qigong and everything I do, but my physical body got significantly lighter, because when you let go of the mental, emotional, spiritual blocks, that lets go of a lot of stuff. It lets a lot of more, and what happens is we get these traumas, and a feeling comes in. Like betrayal feels like, you feel a physical pain somewhere. And what happens is we don't want to feel it, so we suppress it. And what all that suppression takes a lot of energy, and that energy then isn't available to help you heal. So then the diseases come in, the tightnesses come in, getting older comes in. When we let go of that feeling, and we let go of it by just noticing it until it's done, and the body will show us where the next feeling is. When we let go of it, all that energy that was required to keep it suppressed so you wouldn't feel it, because who wants to feel betrayal energy, you know, all those bad feelings.
Yeah.
uh, all that energy is no longer needed. It's freed up for healing, for movement, for youth. So yeah, you might lose some belly stuff. So let me check in.
Okay.
Yeah, what are you noticing in your body right now?
Um, there's a little something still in my, but it's in a different spot now in my kidney. But there's been quite a lot of movement. My shoulder has, um, it dissipated. It was kind of doing one of those wah, wah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of those. And then the elbow, it's weird because it was right in there, right here in the,
Yeah, I see it.
yeah,
And
it's
so
better.
how's the, so do you feel something in the kidney area right now?
Yeah, it's on my right kidney now. It's,
Go ahead and put your attention there.
okay.
That's the first place I saw when I started working with you, but now it's showing up in your physical awareness. So now it's ready to release. So and all you got to do is keep your attention on the physical sensation without labeling it, without trying to fix it, without trying to be make it go away, without hoping it goes away, without anything. Just notice it. That's right. That's it. Just notice it. Just sit with it. It's like you're pulling a lawn chair up right next to it and you're just going to hang out with it. So it's done doing whatever it's done going to be doing. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Staying out of your head, staying in your body, noticing what's happening in your body right now. What is happening in your body right now?
I'm feeling very grounded. Feel it very grounded. I'm just kind of double checking to see. So like not soreness in my neck. It was more like just a little tight.
Yeah.
And the kidney, I think it's still moving.
So you feel some movement in there?
Yeah. And then of course the left one is also.
So they're moving. So just keep your attention on the moving sensation in your kidney area. Notice where the most movement is. The most intense sensation.
So
Even
I think it's like on the top of the kidney there's a is it the adrenals?
yeah,
They're on top. That could be what I'm feeling.
yeah. And you and I could put all sorts of therapeutic meanings to it,
Yeah.
anxiety, depression,
Right.
all that. But it's like right now we don't even need to. That's not the. Yeah, we don't need that. In fact, it's just you just let go of any kind of judging it, any kind of blaming, any kind of needing to fix it or call it something or
Naming or anything. Okay.
yeah, just notice what the physical sensation is. Kind of like as if you were a 5-year-old noticing it,
Okay.
or maybe even a 3-year-old. That's right. Mm. Mm. What's happening in your body now?
there's a little something in my neck here on the left-hand side.
Okay.
Um, a little ping as I bent down.
And is it still there, or is it
I think that may have been it.
okay? And so scan your body and notice if what's happening in your body. Anything happening that you're noticing.
So across the back of my shoulders from both sides, it's like this movement going like this and then back out
Oh, interesting.
across the back.
Okay. Yeah, just notice that. Just kind of get curious about that. Just notice where it is. Notice when it moves. Notice when it comes back. Notice the sensation. What's happening in your body now?
I just feel like I'm taking shape. I am taller. I feel like I am, my posture's better. I'm more upright. My neck is in better position now, I think. My shoulders feel like whatever is happening there is still continuing to flow out of them, the shoulders.
Yeah, you've made some really nice shifts. I'll tell you what I see later because it's just so cool. But right now, instead of like putting us in our heads of what this is, we'll just keep doing this because this is powerful. So when you think of okay, $1 million in a funnel, but when you think of your lifestyle, like Akbar says early on in the modules, that well, how much money would you actually need to have the lifestyle you want? When you think of traveling around, doing seminars, owning a home, having people working for you to take, do all those different pieces. How much money do you think per month would support would be needed to have all that? To pay the house payment after paying a big down payment, having the right the car leases, even though you could buy them, if you paid outright, but just like a per month thing, you lease the cars, you pay the payments on the house, you travel around, you get the people working for you. What's your ballpark amount of money per month that would do that for you?
50 to 60,000.
Okay, so let's go 60,000. So if you think about making $60,000 with your coaching and healing and online practice, $60,000 a month, and that lifestyle, and getting the award, let's see, 60,000 would be 120, 243. How much is that? 700,000? Yeah, so you'd be like a $700,000 or $800,000 a year coach. When you think of that, now go inside your body and see, let me know what's happening in your body.
There's a lot of heat. It almost feels like fire. So my kidneys seem to be kind of on fire.
Okay, keep your attention there.
Yeah, feeling a lot of fire there.
Yeah, so just notice the actual sensation. And notice where it is and where the most intense part is. If you consider you've got that $700,000 a year, $60,000 a month mark, and the Akbar modules, Akbar training, Akbar coaches, it all worked. There was zero scam to it. All the other stuff that you've been through, You found it. It worked. Now go inside your body and notice what's happening in your body. And then let me know what's happening in your body.
Well, my guides are telling me that I've got a jet pack on my back now.
Okay, and so if you could unplug from your guides and just go inside your body and just notice the physical sensation. Just
All right.
I think they're right, but I just want to be inside your body.
There's still some heat in the kidneys,
Okay, stay right there in that heat in the kidneys.
especially left side especially.
Okay, just stay right there. Keep your attention inside your body at the most intense place and just notice it. Just notice it. That's right.
I feel more relaxed.
Yeah.
Still some heat on the left side. I can feel there's quite a bit of movement there.
So movement and heat. And can you notice where the most intense part is?
It feels like it's too high for the kidneys. It's
Yeah, you don't even name the anatomical location, but can you just tell where is the...
under the rib cage in the back above the kidneys.
Okay, keep your attention right there.
Mm-hmm.
And notice the most intense part of the most intense part. And in that part, notice what's happening. That's right.
So, and now behind my right ear, on the occipital bone behind my right ear, it's a little pressure there.
So pressure there. And how's the spot that was above the kidney-ish area?
It's working. It's still
There? Where's the most intense part right now?
the left side, like above my kidney, wherever this is here in the back.
Attention right there.
I guess it is kidney. Probably is kidney.
It's okay, whatever it is, even if you don't even know where a kidney was, it's just whatever it is that's where you put your attention.
Yeah.
That's right. Mm. What's happening in your body right now?
So could be diaphragm area or stomach. Something.
Yeah, in that area, what's the sensation there?
It's hard to describe. At first, it sort of felt like when your stomach flips over when you have butterflies. It was sort of like that at first, like a flip flop. Just pressure, I guess, pressure.
Okay, yeah, just stay in that spot. Notice what's happening. That's right.
Feeling a lot more peaceful.
Yeah. Just notice the most intense part, even if it's just a bit, just kind of lean in with your attention and notice where it is and just notice what's happening in that spot.
Still left kidney. There's some stomach thing. It's about ½ inch long, I guess. Pretty strong feeling.
Okay. And out of all the spots, right now, what's the most intense spot?
Probably left kidney.
Just,
It's not as strong as it was, but it's still pretty.
let me check in. It's done now. Okay. Yeah, take a little break. That feels really good. So now when you think of making $50,000 to $60,000 a month to support all that you were talking about, buy the house in Ohio, um, travel, do the seminars, have the people working for you. How does that feel right now? Just to think.
It feels like I'm going to be very soon making 100,000 a month is what it feels like.
That's awesome. Yeah. I don't tend to tell people what I see during this kind of session because it's all about like staying inside your body. But I saw these big like longhorn horns, and they literally turned into the Akbar award that you get for going to the 6 years. I was like, oh my God, it turned into the Akbar award. So so that'll be cool to see. You didn't really walk around before, but walk around and just see how you feel. You kind of know how you feel in general.
Okay.
Just a little test. I mean, a post test, and we'll
Okay.
What do you notice?
I feel bigger.
Bigger, isn't that interesting?
I
Cool,
feel bigger.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Can I do a little separate recording and just get your like
Sure.
experience with it, and then yeah, and then let me just